Shalom to the nation of Israel. This is Bar Rizal coming in the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahushai Ba'Hashem, Racha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone and to the hopeful elect, push his word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. This lesson is going to be titled Chaos Within a Second, right? Or Sudden Chaos, right? So let's just go into the word chaos real quick. Okay, it's gaping void, empty, immeasurable space. When Jacob's trouble really hits its peak, because like right now, the summer, everyone's getting excited for the summer, because they've been locked down for 2 years. And, this summer is going to be like no mandates, no nothing, at least where I am. So everyone's getting excited. But usually how the Most High deals with, in the scriptures is when you least expect it is when he hits you. Just like when this sickness hit the planet, it came out of nowhere. It's when everyone was calm, had the guard down, and boom. So the same thing's going to happen again. Right, and there was all these rumors a couple of months ago about a cyber attack, either a cyber attack or an EMP blast that was going to strike, right? And it happened. There was more than one warning or rumor about that, right? And right now you got the Ukraine and Russia thing going on, and Russia, the scriptures. Eventually they're going to go seek out west because that's the direction they're going to, right? They're going Ukraine, right? That's in the western direction. So what else is out west, right? Slack you on that noise. What else is out west? You got America. You got North America, South America, right? So something's coming, right? Maybe it's gonna be Russia is gonna be leading the attack. Who knows? But something's coming. And the reason why I'm going and mentioning cyber attack, because like I said, that's been brought up more than once, some type of cyber attack. And when that attack happens, it will be a gaping void. There will be a gaping void in communications, right? Gaping void in transportation, anything that has to do with electronics, which is pretty much everything, right? So everything will be shut down. Literally shut down. So it'd be worse than being on lockdown because now you don't have technology, you don't have cell phones, you don't have any type of technology. And then it also goes. It says utter confusion. Yeah, so there'd be utter confusion everywhere. People don't know what's going on. Their cars are not working. Their TVs are not working. Their food, their freezers are gone. So stuff's starting to melt. Now the food's going bad. Phone's not working, so you can't communicate. You can't communicate to the authorities, right? Because they can't communicate to you because their GPS is down, right? Unless they knew it was coming and there's a certain device you can get and put in your vehicle to stop it from happening, from frying your electronics. But not a lot of people know about that stuff, right? Only like military people know about that stuff. So I just want to go into confusion or chaos, right? And we're going to start at 2nd Ezra 16 and 46. 2nd Ezra 16:46. For strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses and take their children captives. For in captivity and famine shall they get children. So even when this happens, there's going to be chaos. Like, if you watch The Purge, the movie The Purge, or the movies of The Purge, right? Everything's pretty much shut down, right? Cops are not really doing anything, right? So it's going to be like that, but worse because now you have no electronics, so no one can communicate to anybody. So people are going to be purging because no one can catch them because like cameras are going to be down, so no one can record you. So it's not even someone can pull out their phone and record you what you're doing because they can't because electronics have been fried, right? So let me just go here. So I brought up the word fire sale, right? And I was going to bring this out in camp, but Spirit didn't allow me. So we're doing it right now. Fire sale. A fire sale is an all-out cyber warfare attack that performs a three-stage systematic attack on a nation's computer infrastructure, right? So it's cyber warfare. So it's still a war. Remember, the scripture said wars and rumors of wars. So not all wars are fought, especially now. Not all wars are fought hand-to-hand combat or missiles. Some wars are cyber wars, right? Where they hack the infrastructure of the nation. They steal their secrets, or they just shut down the whole country, right? So that says a fire cell is an all-out cyber warfare attack that performs a three-stage systematic attack on a nation's computer infrastructure. Hackers call it a fire cell because everything must go. The operation was used by terrorist mastermind Thomas Gabriel and his group of cyber terrorists. According to Matt Farrow, setting up a fire cell requires sizable resources in addition to the outsourcing of and getting to cooperation a large number of computer specialists into unwittingly giving their encrypted programs and algorithms in order to override the society's technological systems and utilities. So this is something Russia can, stage, right? They can stage it. They have the resources to do it, right? And it's most likely going to put that spirit on them to go after America. So this would be the perfect way to do it, right? And it's a war for which a select group of black hats are required to put them into effect. Okay, let's skip that. So it says right here, 3 stages of a fire sale. Stage 1, shutting down all transportation systems such as traffic lights, railroad lines, subway systems, and airport systems. So what do you think is going to happen when they shut down transportation systems? People are going to be bugging out. People are going to bug out because, they have to go to work or they have to go get the groceries. So they're not really be taking in what's going on. They're just going to think maybe, things are getting shutting down. Then you got the traffic lights go down. So car crashes are going to happen, right? Because people are already bad drivers as it is right now. Imagine when the traffic lights are out. The railroad lines, the subway system, and airport systems. So airport systems, that can cause planes to crash, right? Because they might malfunction or the planes can't see where they're going, right? Because they rely on, I believe it's a GPS system. I don't really understand. I'm not an expert, but I know from watching the movies how the systems work, right? They need to communicate with the tower to know if there's a plane on the ground in the spot where they're going to park, etc., right? So let's just jump back here. And like when transportation systems happen, when it says right, so you can see here it says verse 47, and they that occupy the merchandise with robbery, the more they deck their cities, their houses, their possessions, and their own persons, the more will I be angry with them for their sin, saith the Lord. Like as a whore envieth a right, honest, and virtuous woman. Right? So, because in verse 46 it says, for strangers shall reap their fruits and spoil their goods. So when this happens, people are going to be breaking into houses. There's going to be chaos because, like I said, all electronics are going to be down. So people are going to be breaking into stores, there's going to be robberies. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be mayhem. It's going to be chaos. Right? And it says, and take the children captives, right? Kids are going to be going missing. For in captivity and famine shall get children. For they should get children. Yeah, kids. Yeah. So this is what I believe is going to give the I guess what you want to call it, the elite, the reason to bring the MOTB. Because if you have complete chaos, people robbing into stores, breaking things, stealing kids, all this stuff, all these crimes happening, it gives a reason to chip people because people are like, this is going to happen, right? Create the problem and have a solution to the problem. So they're going to be behind it anyways, even though it's Russia, but they're behind it, right? And then they're going to have the answer is the MOTB. Because now people are going to feel safe because they have those. No, even like they might even phrase it like, "Oh yeah, these MOTBs are EMP proof. They can't be hacked." Right. So when these things happen, so they're going to stage it where it's going to seem like they're going to feel safe. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. People are going to feel safe with MOTB because of what's going to happen before that. Right. That so-called not so-called, but that cyber war. which is what I believe is going to happen because there was rumors about a cyber attack or EMP blast, right? Isaiah 13, and Russia has the ability to do it. Isaiah 13 and 16, their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished. Yeah, so like when this happens, like even cops are going to be doing stuff because now their so-called body cams are not going to be recording anything. Everything's going to be down. So they're going to be going off too. Everyone's going to be going off. That's wicked, right? That's not following the Lord, right? So women are going to be getting raped, right? People are going to be breaking into stores and breaking into houses, stealing stuff, killing people, right? It's going to be crazy, right? Because something has to cause those things to happen. Something has to cause chaos to happen. Jacob's trouble, mayhem for the elite to have a reason to bring the MOTB, right? Something has to happen. Now they did a test run with the jump shot. They did a test run. They've seen how many took it and how many didn't want to take it. So they're going to have to come harder the next time to get that last 30%. Like I believe it was 70% took it and 30% didn't. So we're going to have to come harder to bring that, get that last 30%. So this is the perfect way for them to do it, right? I'm not saying this is for sure the way, but this is a perfect way they could do it, So now we go to 2 Ezra 16 and 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols, right? And then on top of it, if this happens, martial law, right? Martial law, because now they have a reason. They have to bring back the order. So they're gonna initiate the military. Military's gonna come in the streets, initiate martial law because there's chaos, because all the electronics have been blown out. We have the EMP blast or a cyber attack. All electronics are down. So everyone's going crazy. So we have to bring something to match that chaos, some type of order to match that chaos, which is the military, because they're more extreme than the cops. Because the cops won't be able to handle what's going on. If anything, they're going to be committing some of the crimes too, right? The cops are going to get overwhelmed because normal citizens are going to be bugging out and doing crazy shit, right? So this brings in martial law, like I just said. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trod under the foot. So a lot of people are going to die, right? Because these military men are not going to care. For there shall be in every place in the cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. And those are the elect, right? They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. So some are going to die. And really, it's Israel. Because Israel has the fear of the Lord, right? But they don't have the knowledge. They don't have the knowledge according to. They have the zeal. They have the zeal, but not according to knowledge. Roughly paraphrasing, right? So the Israelites are the ones that fear the Lord. So that's really what it's talking about here. It's talking about the Israelites, right? Because it says there's gonna be a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. So it's gonna be that's gonna be Jacob's trouble, right? Because that's going to give them a reason now they can initiate and start moving on the Israelites, right? And they shall be like madmen, sparing none. So they're not going to spare anyone, young, old, but still spoiling, destroying those that fear the Lord. So a lot of Israelites are going to die because it's called Jacob's trouble for a reason, right? And it's going to be through that martial law, and it might be through a cyber attack, right? That's going to initiate the martial law, which is going to initiate the peak of Jacob's trouble. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as a gold in the fire. Right? So then you'll see who the elect are in this time, because they're going to be tested. And, Most High's going to throw up standards, save them. Some might be martyrs. But the spirit that they're going to have on them, you're going to know that those are the elect. Those are the chosen of the Lord. Right? Here, verse 74, Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh is your guide. and the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord Yahweh. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift up themselves. So you just got to stay true, keep doing what you're supposed to be doing, and keep pushing, right? Because no matter what happens, because it's going to be chaos. And that makes a lot of sense for it to be crazy like that. A cyber attack, all electronics are down. It's chaos. People are killing, people are dying, people are robbing. Then they have to bring martial law. So then the military comes in. So the military's coming in. They don't care. Military is coming because they have to establish order. So everyone really is a target at this point because all citizens are going crazy. So they don't care whether you're young or old. They're trying to establish the order. So if you get in their way, they're going to deal with you roughly, deadly. So during those times, a lot of Israelites are going to die because Israelites are already targeted as it is. But during times of Jacob's trouble, when the martial law hits, these guys are not going to care at all. Because on top of it, like electronics are probably going to be down or somewhat down, right? So they're going to be getting away with things, right? And they're probably going to have orders to do whatever it takes to establish the order. Hence why they've been calling the military, because now it's serious. And during those times, the elect because the elect are within Israel, they're the ones that are going to be saved. They're going to be, something's going to happen to stop them from being dealt with in a deadly way, right? Some are going to be martyrs, right? And even then, you'll know those are the elect because of the spirit they're going to have with them. But the majority of them are going to be saved out of it, like I said, right? So now we're going to go to Nahum 2 and 9. Nahum 2 and 9. Take ye the spoil of silver, take the spoil of gold, for there is none end of the store, and glory out of the pleasant furniture. She is empty and void and waste, and the heart melteth, and the knees smite together, and much pain in all loins, and the faces of them all gather blackness, right? So the people are going to have blackness in America, right? Because of what's going to be happening when the martial law hits, the Jacob's trouble, right? At that point, like, right? Things are just going to be, things are like gold, silver. I mean, gold, silver does have worth because that's real currency. But during those times, like, they're not going to care about those things, right? Because they're just coming to destroy you. They're just coming to kill you, right? Nothing can really save you out of it. It's really the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, is the one that can save you, right? And in America, in all the Americas, right, there's going to be great blackness of the people, gross darkness of the people, right? Because a lot of Israelites are going to die. And that's not even before the missiles come. Missiles haven't even reached yet. A lot of Israelites are going to die in Jacob's trouble. Hence why it's called Jacob's trouble, because Jacob is going to be in trouble, right? So that's it on that. The point has been made. So I think there was more to this article, Slack. Okay, so I read stage 1. So stage 2, disable the financial systems, including Wall Street, banks, and financial records, right? So the money crash. Another thing, when the dollar drops, hits zero, people are going to be bugging out because the money doesn't mean anything. Money's not going to mean anything. So all these things are going to cause the chaos I was referring to, right? And stage 3, turning off public utility systems such as electricity, gas lines, telecommunications, and satellite systems. There you go. So that's why I was saying that there was a rumor that it was either going to be an EMP blast or a cyber attack, because the EMP blast will do all of this anyways, because these are all connected to electronics, right? Or it will be a cyber attack where they actually hack the system and shut everything off. Nonetheless, there's going to be something that's going to cause all this stuff to shut off, which is going to cause the chaos, right? And I think that's it. So I found this. It said, I really just typed in fire sale, and then it said diehard.fandom.com, and this came up. So, it seems like this is a very plausible thing that could happen, that can initiate everything else, right? Because that's a war. A cyber war is still a war, right? Anyways, I hope this lesson was edifying to the hopeful elect, and shalom until next time.